All right, Darren, you're again with the Lynn Athletic Communications staff following Lynn men's soccer's 1-0 victory over Queens tonight in the second round of the NCAA tournament, which will advance the team to the Sweet 16. I'm here with head coach John Roots and Nailz. Thanks for joining me today, guys. So let's get right to it. Rootsy, you talked to me beforehand about every time we've won the double, then the next match, we've lost a few times, but talk to me about the response from your team tonight, sort of coming out. It was tied at halftime, but you guys were kind of able to make that turnaround there in the second half and come away with the victory.
Yeah, that's what I was concerned about. I was concerned about the fact that they had already played a game on Thursday. Our guys had seen them. They were tired. They were banged up. And I think it's natural that you get overconfident and you maybe drop the level a little bit. And so I was really, really concerned about that. 2008, 2016, we won the double in the conference, and then we had a big letdown going into the NCAAs and got upset in the first round. So I told the team at the beginning of the week that I thought that this was going to be the toughest game to prepare for, not only because Queens is a good team, but also because of the situation coming off the double, the high that we had last weekend, winning the conference championship and penalty kicks, and the players maybe not being able to get that energy level up. But I didn't think we played poorly in the first half, but we had a lot of the play. I just don't think the quality of our finishing was there. We had a number of chances, and we got to be a bit casual, took too many touches on the ball. They were tired, so they gave us a lot more space than we normally have. So we were allowed to play a little bit more, and what we did, we got ourselves into trouble. And to be honest with you, in the first half, Queens probably had the best chance. It was on a counterattack where 21 hit a ball far post, and Connie got a hand to it, our goalkeeper, and he put it on the post. And if they score that goal, that second half is a whole lot tougher. But the second half, I thought that we played a little bit better, and I thought when Nailz came on, he really interjected us with a lot of energy in midfield, and we did a better job of getting on loose balls and winning balls, and I felt like we were stronger when he came on, and obviously he scored the winner and got the goal in the corner kick. We had a ton of corner kicks, and we weren't getting good chances, and he was brave and got up and scored the goal to win it for us.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we want to dwell on it. You want to dwell on it too much, but there have been a lot of hard-fought games this year, as there are going to be in the Sunshine State Conference and the tournament, now in the NCAA tournament. But do you take something positive out of the fact that your team has been able to find a way to win, regardless of the circumstance?
Yeah, I mean, you got to be happy with that, and so I keep telling them, well, if we keep living by the seat of our pants, eventually we're going to we're not going to be able to stay up. But to be fair, that's what we've done. We've had a number of games this season where we've gone down or we've haven't played well, and we've figured it out and found a way to win. And sometimes they're teams of destiny, and they're able to do that. But I think that it's great that we have a little time off now for Thanksgiving, and we play a week from Thursday, and that'll give us an opportunity not only to rest a little bit, because it's been a long season, and because we've been number one in the region all year, it's put a lot of pressure on us, and there's a lot of mental pressure with that. And the teams that come into the tournament that maybe didn't have that pressure, they're a little bit fresher this time of the year. So I think that this break will help us. We're going to give the guys a couple of days off and see if they can get refocused and regenerate that energy. But I think that the fact that we have, like last weekend went down 2-0, in the second half we were able to get back into it. I think our team has a confidence, and that no matter what happens, they are going to be able to pull it out. But it puts a lot of stress on me as a coach. So hoping that might change.
Yeah, I mean, I could even tell the guys, even though they maybe weren't happy with how the first half went, or they haven't been happy bits and pieces over the year, the panic button just doesn't seem to be there. They seem to remain calm, and like you said, that confidence. And that's kind of alludes me to the next question. So I saw you making a lot of changes, and I know you have a relatively deep bench. Just talk to me about your thought process in bringing Nailz on, and I know it's a soccer cliche, but he was absolutely the super sub tonight. So just talk a little bit about bringing on Nailz, and then we'll move over to
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, Nailz has played all season, and you know, what happens is, people, players through the season have ups and downs, and I think it's a lot harder for a player that has to come off the bench and not be, hasn't gone through the warm up, isn't into it. I think it's much harder to come on and make an impact. And so, Nailz has had a tough situation where he's been a starter, he's come off the bench, but tonight I was really, really pleased about how well he played. And if he plays that well consistently, it makes us a much, much better team.
So Nailz, we'll pass it over to you now. So just talk to me about, Coach Root taps you on the shoulder or whatever happens, tells you, all right, you're going in. And just talk to me about kind of your thoughts right before you step onto the pitch, and then, of course, leading up to the goal. But let's talk a little bit about when you knew your number was going to be called and what your mindset was going in the game.
I mean, of course, you're happy that you can help the team on the pitch. But then it's like when you enter the pitch, you're directly into the game. You see your teammates running around. You want to have the ball. You want to be part of all the combination stuff. So it's not that you really have that much thoughts before you're going in. So when you enter the pitch, it's just like you want to have the ball and you want to play. And then, like the goal, we're practicing a lot of corner kicks during practice, like the whole season. Right now, we were not so successful with corner kicks this season. So Alex made a really good service. I went for the first post and just headed in. And
yeah, and I mean, you guys had a lot of opportunities on the corner tonight. Alex was serving in great balls, but kind of just want to focus on kind of the season as a whole when it comes to the offense. Feel free to comment, both of you guys, kind of one at a time. But you guys have been able to get offense out of so many different players. And when it comes down to scouting you guys and figuring out who are the guys to stop, I've looked at it and I certainly can't figure it out. So just talk to me about how you have a lot of guys who are confident on the offensive end that can finish in the final third.
I think this is one of our key advantages this season, that we have that deep roster. Like, coach can bring players on from the bench and they're still able to create something, to make an assist, to make a goal, whatever. And it's not that like we just have one goal scorer this season. I mean, I think Lucas Osterman has the most goals, but close behind him is Levin Sandman. We have Alex, who's performing really well on the wing with a lot of assists, and also my brother also finds the goal this season. I had to tie this so that I'm in the family three, that the score is tied. So I think that's one key advantage this season, that we have a lot of guys that can score. That not one player had that much pressure on his shoulders. So I think.
Yeah, and especially when you get to postseason, everybody scouted you really well, and they know all your players. And if you have one or two players that are your go-to guys, it puts a lot of pressure on them, but also the other team is able to key on them. And so if you have other players that could step up, it makes it so much easier, and your team will be more successful because of that. But it's been like that all season. We haven't had, although we've had a couple of key guys that have scored a number of goals. We've had every game somebody new has stepped up and made a contribution. So I mean that's important if you want to have a chance to win the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, and that kind of alludes, to my last question here. It's twofold. I mean, one, for you, Rootsy, does this stuff ever get old, the postseason and the feeling of being there and that winner go home type of mentality? I know it puts a lot of stress on you, but you get yourself geared up for it every time, because I can tell that you're all in it every match. So just talk a little bit about how it's kind of a yearly thing, but also
Well, I mean that's one reason why I'm still in it. I think at any point when you take winning and success for granted, or you're not fired with enthusiasm to achieve success, I think that's the time to get out. And so hopefully I hope that my competitive spirit rubs off on the team, and that they want to win as bad or worse than I do. I mean, I've been doing it for a long time, and we've had a lot of success, but I still have that desire to achieve things. It's that's the fun part. We get to this part of the season. This is when it's the gravy. It's the dessert time. So I have to remind myself, at my age that you gotta enjoy it and soak it up and live in the moment. And I try to pass it on to the players as well. But I think this team is focused. I think that we've got a lot of leadership, and they know what they want to achieve, and I feel good about the team right now.
Yeah, and I think that your excitement and your passion for the game and your love just for soccer trickles down to the players as well. I mean, they reflect that when they're out on the pitch. So let's just look forward briefly. Last question. Just talk to me about, I know you said the guys are going to have a little time off. You're going to be able to kind of refocus a little bit. Just talk to me about kind of what the response, sort of what the message is going to be headed into more very good competition that first week in December in hopefully the Sweet 16 round and the quarterfinal round here in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, I mean, the hardest thing to do in the game is to score goals. So I'm not going to harp on our finishing. We've done a good job of putting balls in the back of the net this year. So I mean, in training, I think we'll just focus on getting our mentality straight to get ready to our mindset going into the next round. But the good thing from my standpoint was that our defense played really well tonight. We got a clean sheet. Our goalkeeper Connie played really, really well. So the important thing in postseason is you got to be able to keep clean sheets. You got to be able to defend, and we're gonna take the positives from this and move forward with it.
Yeah, and I mean that'll pretty much wrap things up here. But I just wanted to say, it seems like there's always the right response. Whether it was a little bit of struggles on offense in the final third tonight, but like you said, your defense and your goalkeeper picked it up. And there have been other matches where maybe the defense, the goalkeeper's been a little shaky, and you've put 4 in the back of the net. So that has to feel good. You guys know sort of what that winning formula is, and you've been able to respond really well. So thank you to Coach Roots and Nailz for joining me both, and best of luck going forward as we're getting ready to host hopefully 2 more NCAA games you guys be playing in here in Boca Raton in 2 weeks. So thanks for joining me, guys.
Thanks, Darren.